So one of our subscribers asked if we'd do a video on whether you should leave the flagstick in or out. So the PGA changed the rules several years ago. Before that, it was a penalty. Now you can leave the flagstick in or out, your choice. And everybody has opinions on that, and there's lots of disagreement.
Flagstick in or out?
In. I think you should pull out.
But only 2 serious research studies that I could find have been performed on the subject. Even though they used the same methodology, they came up with wildly different conclusions. This video, I'm going to go through those studies, give you my best opinion on why you should leave the flagstick in or out, and you may be surprised by my answer. Let's go. 2019 PGA changed the rules. Rule 13.2a allows you to leave the flagstick in or out without penalty, your choice. At that point, 2 different folks did what I would call at least a serious research study. My golf spy, Dr. Tom Mace. Dr. Tom Mace is a PhD in engineering. He's worked for Callaway in product development, for Titleist in product development. He's worked on the staff of Golf Digest for tech and that kind of thing. Knows his stuff and is a serious researcher. My golf spy, they do lots of research. Both of them took a hole and set up one of those perfect putt rails and dropped balls from a certain distance and rolled them to the hole. They tested with the flagstick in and with the flagstick out to see which one, in their opinion, was better. What does the data show? Now, a couple of things. There are lots of variables. There are 3 or 4 different types of flagsticks. Some flagsticks are a lot firmer, some are a lot flimsier. Some flagsticks are tapered. Some flagsticks are straight. Some are made from aluminum, some are made for fiberglass, some are made from like a dual system. So there's lots of variability there. And then how the flag is standing in the hole. They took all of those things into account in both studies. The My Golf Spy people, they used the putt rail and they dropped balls from same distance, same line, flagstick in or out. And they tested balls that were fast enough to go 3, 6, and 9 feet past the hole. Dr. Tom Mace tested putts that were fast enough to go 2.5 feet past the hole, 4.5 feet past the hole, and then 6 feet, and he did some at 10 feet past the hole. The only time that leaving the flagstick in or out matters is 2 occasions. One is you're going fast enough to go past the hole. If you don't get to it, you don't hit the flagstick or the hole, it doesn't matter. The second time is when the ball actually goes over some part of the hole and would hit the flagstick. Dr. Mace in his study discovered that really good putters hit the actual center, dead center of the pin less than 0.1% of the time from 25 feet or less. So you're not going to dead center the flagstick. In fact, he found on really short putts, really good putters dead center the flagstick about 22-23% of the time. The other 75+% of the time, it's an off-center hit on the stick. Now, both of them agreed in their research, if you hit it dead center at a speed that's going 2.5 to 3 to even 4.5 or 5 feet past the hole, the ball goes in 100% of the time. The problem is we don't hit it dead center very often. So my golf spy tested putts going 9 feet past the hole and concluded it's way better to leave the flag in if you're going 9 feet past. Well, that sounds good, but how many times do you hit a putt firm enough that it's going to go 9 feet past? I have an extreme downhill right here. So let's go, I don't know, 10 or 12 steps. Now this one, it's going to go past the hole virtually no matter what I do. And I'm going to hit it fairly firm. And even on an extreme downhill, that's not going that far past. To hit it 9 feet past the hole, I've got to pound it on a downhill putt. The point is, you almost never hit the ball 9 feet past the putt. In fact, past the hole. The PGA Tour has looked at that and studied that. Less than 1/100th% of the time do players hit the ball 9 feet past the hole. So that data doesn't matter to me. I threw that out. Now, when are you likely to hit it 9 feet past the hole? That tiny fraction of a time? It's when you have a really long putt and you're not sure of the distance. Well, what the research has found is on really long putts, the flag in the hole helps you see the target. It improves your depth perception. Now, to be fair, nobody has quantified this or documented it with, and I don't know how you could even quantify that. But most golfers, and they have done tests of golfers putting from 25, 30 feet with the pin in and out, and they were slightly better. 56% of the time, they got it to the hole with the pin in. 39% of the time, they got it to the hole with the pin out. So you left it short, which means it doesn't have a chance of going in. And they left it 2 inches further past the hole on average, or 2 inches further away from the hole on average with the pin in. So for long putts, the depth perception, that type of thing, helps you get it closer to the hole, or at least to the hole. I like that better on the long putts. It helps me see it. The other thing is having the flag stick out gives you aim. You're not confused by, like, this putt right now. This flag stick is tilted just a little bit to the right, so it makes it look like, oh, if the flag's leaning that way, the putt must go that way. But check this out. That putt goes hard to the left. I'm going to hit it fairly firm, and it's still easy to miss it left. I started that putt out here, knowing that it breaks. But if I'm just looking at this stick that's twisted, it looks like the putt goes that way. I'd have missed that. Any question about the flag, if the flag is not perfectly straight up and down, I always want it out. I want to see the hole and how the hole lies relative to the ground. The flag stick can be at an angle, and that confuses your read of the green and your vision and your line. So now let's get down to putts that would go 3 and 6 feet past the hole. The MyGolfSpy folks used a putting rail, and they came up with some data that says if it hits the center of the stick at 3 feet or 6 feet, it's almost 100%. They said if you have the flag out, it's a slight bit worse. That was their conclusion. But I'm looking at tons of other people using one of those perfect putting rails, and it seems to show just the opposite results, that more balls go in with the stick in or out. When it gets down to 3 feet, MyGolfSpy found 100% either way if you hit the center of the stick, and they said it was a little better if you were off center by using the flag in. The challenge with that is Tom Mace, his research, thousands and thousands of golf balls on the putting rail, and he found that it was much more likely to go in the hole on off-center hits if the flag stick was out. Now, he did find that the fiberglass sticks were only slightly better, but the math was like 90% versus 40%. It's no contest. So the question for most of you in deciding on this is, how firm are you going to hit the ball? Are you going to hit a putt that goes 2.5 or 3 feet past the hole? Are you going to hit a putt that goes 6 feet past the hole? Or are you going to hit one that goes 9 feet past the hole? If your goal is to be in this range, then the research, and it's hard scientific data. I'll put a link for you to his research down in the video description below. But if your goal is to hit putts that finish in this area, which it should be for all of us, then more than 90% of the time, you should pull the flag out. So if you hit the ball at a speed and at a pace that's going to cause it to roll over any portion of the hole and touch the flag stick, and you're hitting it fast enough to go 2.5 or 3 feet past, you are way better with the flag stick out. So my answer, if you're putting at the right speed and pace to get the ball within 3 feet or so of the hole, which you ought to be, you want to go past the hole. If you're putting at the right speed and pace, the flag stick out gives you a better chance of making it, and it doesn't leave you so far past that you miss it. Now on really long putts where you need the flag stick to give you some depth perception and to be able to see it out of your peripheral vision, leave it in or have somebody tend it, which is what they did before the rule change all those years ago. Either one of those gives you the best chance to make the most putts and to leave your misses close enough that you're not going to 3-putt. Be sure and respect the golf course and the golfers following you. Fix your divots and pay attention to if you're slowing down play by taking the flag out, fix that. Don't slow down, but most of the time, flag out is going to help you make more putts. Speaking of making more putts, if you like videos and content like this, then give this channel a like, subscribe, comment, share, and until next time, here's to you making more putts.